Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Monkey Island. Well, last time you'll recall, we ended Chapter 2 being devoured by a giant manatee. Chapter 3, Lair of the Leviathan, will presumably involve us escaping from that and getting back to dealing with LeChuck. But let's just jump right into it, start a new game, and see what the opening video has for us.
It is said that we are never so vulnerable than when we trust. But paradoxically, if we cannot trust, neither can we find our heart's desire. Guybrush Threepwood, trusting in his voodoo spell, unleashes a pox on the Caribbean. He escapes from Flotsam Island to pursue his wife Elaine and to find a cure to the pox that infects them both. On the Jerkbait Islands, Guybrush finds Elaine together with his arch-enemy LeChuck. With deep reluctance, Guybrush trusts his wife with the former ghost pirate and seeks the cure on his own. Hunted by the lethal Morgan LeFlay, Threepwood must right his wrong by finding La Esponja Grande. For the pox is transforming the seas into a treacherous beast. And the beast is hungry.
Wow, music got really loud all of a sudden.
I don't believe it.
Well, you better believe it, sister. Wait, believe what? What?
So that happened. Okay, got control of ourselves much faster than I was expecting, so let's look around, take a look at what we have to work with. Let's see, we still have that locket.
The locket the voodoo lady gave me to give back to her boyfriend, Coronado De Cava. It most certainly has cooties.
You still have a hook.
Oh, my hook. Sometimes I pretend it's just a really skinny hand. It's Elaine's wedding ring.
And we also have the fish eye of the manatee.
The fish eye of the manatee. It has a red tinted lens.
Aw, we lost our pyrite parrot. Alright, let's check in with Winslow and get a damage report on the ship.
Don't worry, sir. I've got me eye on Miss LeFlay. She's out cold, sir. She's out cold, sir. Don't worry, sir. I've got me eye on Miss LeFlay.
Okay, so nothing useful from either of them at the moment.
The narwhal's quarters. They're resplendent. The narwhal's cannon. While it lacks firepower, it does look scary. An encampment. Talk about roughing it. Better go check it out.
Well, not where I was trying to go, but...
Hello?
All right.
Excuse me?
What is this? An adventurer from the outside? Who are you?
I'm Guybrush
Coronado De
Threepwood,
Cava,
mighty pirate.
mighty explorer.
De Cava! I've been looking for you! What are you doing in here?
I'm on my way to a very important artifact, to be acquired for a very important woman.
I hate to be the one to break this to you, but you're stuck inside of an overgrown sea mammal. You're not on your way anywhere.
Heavens no! I'm not stuck! Quite the contrary! It's all part of the plan of the ocean gods. The mouth of the manatee leads me to the artifact. The seahorses led the mouth to me. Just as I freed myself from the brig of Fat Island by bribing the guard for his bootlace, stringing him up with a pulley fashioned from a stale scone, and then growing at my toenails over the course of a year in order to carefully carve them into a lock-picking kit, I, Coronado De Cava, will walk out of this beast when the time is right.
And when is that? I'm on a bit of a timetable.
When we arrive at the sacred manatee mating grounds.
Oh boy.
Let's ask the obvious question first.
How long have you been in here?
Years! This journey has been even longer than expected, but the exploration is fraught with unforeseen hurdles yearning to be overcome.
You made a lock-picking kit out of toenails?
That's right!
You didn't try the tempt the guard dog with a bone trick?
Ah, that's for amateurs.
And yet somehow not nearly as ludicrous as some of the things Guybrush has done with the belongings of his pockets.
So I have this locket I'm supposed to give to you.
Oh my! I haven't seen this locket for some years. She's just as I remember. Where did you... What is this?
Tripwood, it is I.
Yikes.
Well done. You have found Coronado De Cava and are one step closer to La Sponja Grande. De Cava and his crew will prove indispensable on your quest. And while the pox spreads with every passing moment, you must tread lightly, Guybrush. Years of searching for the sponge have made De Cava unstable. He was always a bit of a sensitive soul, so please, I implore you, do not mention me. Do not mention La Sponja. And whatever you do not tell him where you acquired his locket.
Where did you get this? Who sent you? What are you doing here?
You know, she could have just mentioned this before sending me off on the quest instead of leaving a magic recording. Yeah, somehow I get the feeling that I'm not going to get any real choice on the conversation options here.
The voodoo lady gave me the locket and told me to find you so I could track down La Esponja Grande for her so we could cure...
She what? Mi Dio! That two-timing soothsaying strumpet!
Huh?
La Esponja is to be mine to give to her as a gargantuan absorbent symbol of my fiery passion! I'm gone for 2 seconds and she's making time with a prepubescent picaron!
No, it's not like that. Eesh, no way. We're hardly even friends.
Right. A friend who she gives an invaluable sentimental locket. I bet she never sends you on any quests either.
No. I mean, from time to time she tells me what to do and where to go with little or no context,
That
but...
sounds like a quest. She used to give me quests. I thought I was special. Has she ever made you a voodoo doll?
No.
I don't believe you! Have you held her in your arms?
What? No! I'm married, look!
I don't see a ring, Senor Liebrush.
I left it with my other hand.
I'll kill you.
I'm not after the voodoo lady's heart or La Esponja Grande.
Then why are you here?
Vacation.
Is that so?
Yes. Honeymooning, in fact.
With your invisible wife?
My very real wife. Let me just go get her.
I shall await her alleged arrival with tantalizing disbelief.
Hey, De Cava.
Get away from me, or I'll kill you! You don't sail another man's ship simply because he left it in the harbor?
Okay, so before I do anything useful with him, I'm going to need to convince him I'm a newlywed. Luckily, I do have this concussed woman who kind of seems to like me, if it weren't for the fact that she's trying to kidnap me.
Ew, a slimy grub.
A slimy grub that he will put into his pocket without hesitation.
A squishy grub.
And I guess he can better judge that it's squishy rather than slimy now that it's in his pants.
Winslow, I need to revive Morgan and present her to De Cava as my fake wife.
My, that reminds me of the time when...
Now, Winslow, De Cava's crazy.
Very well. I'm well trained in naval first aid. Do as I say. First things first. Take her pulse and see if she's alive.
What? She might be dead?
You never know about these things. Her wrist, Captain.
Morgan's head, Morgan's boots, Morgan's sword.
Very good.
Her pulse is strong. What's this? A tattoo of the name Gus.
This is for Chuckbender.
Excellent! She's alive and kicking. Which reminds me, next, remove any and all weapons from the victim. We don't want her thrashing about and lopping off any more appendages.
Good thinking.
Alright.
Alright, I've got her sword. It's engraved with a name. Dante Dragotta.
Ooh, he sounds tough.
Gomez, not on the carpet.
Now, elevate her feet to help with circulation.
Got it. Morgan's sword, the blade of Dragotta. It's killed more people than bad sushi. Elevating her feet. What's this? An assassin's ledger.
Fascinating.
Who knew bounty hunters were so meticulous?
Let's see. Gustavo, free personal. Principalito de Toro, new ship, lunch, Gideon Gimpleg, funeral payment to Noonie, and Guybrush Threepwood.
She still hasn't come round. A most curious case. If only we had smelling salts, that would do the trick.
Well, let's see if it'll let me actually get on the ship this time.
Eustachian Passage. Manatee earwax. Rotten and pungent. Perfect. While it may look like it's full of candy, I believe the cochlea is key to this manatee's sense of direction. I've seen my fair share of flesh wounds, and this one is world class. A cochlea or inner ear? I may have gone to public school, but I think those are supposed to come in pairs.
Probably supposed to be a hint of what else we're going to be doing down here. Or up here. Or wherever the heck we are.
The Narwhal's quarters. They're resplendent.
But we're not going in there because we don't want to make another location.
The Narwhal's cannon. While it lacks firepower, it does look scary. Ooh, I almost forgot. My pyrite parrot. I never leave home without it. It must have been jostled out of my pockets and washed away during ingestion. It's gone forever.
No! Well, here's hoping maybe it'll show up again at some point. And hey, another grub.
Ooh, one at a time. The last thing I need is them colonizing my trousers. Stinky earwax. Ugh, smells like rotten marmalade.
Guybrush?
Upsy daisy, mon adversaire. That'll teach you to take a legendary pirate at sword point. You lost your weapon privileges.
Ugh. Where are we?
We've been swallowed by a giant manatee, and you're about to pose as my fake wife in order to placate a puzzle-obsessed whack job.
Oh no, I'm not. As much as I'd love to play house with the Guybrush Threepwood, I'm already late getting you back to Flotsam Island.
Listen here, you poor excuse for a pissy privateer. Any more nipper are you, and the captain will be sending your carcass on a tour of the small intestine.
I guess we call this the good pirate, bad pirate routine.
Oh, my. I'm terribly sorry. I think I ought to rest for a spell. Must have taken a mouthful of something vile on the way down.
See? That's the pox. It turns people into whatever that was, and it's in the process of ravaging the entire Caribbean. Even Elaine.
Okay, fine. But you have to do something for me. Will you sign this for me?
2 seconds ago, you were ready to slit my throat, and now you want to hang me in your locker?
I was just doing my job.
Give it here. Now, let's go deal with Cookie Coronado De Cava. You're my make-believe wife, so just act like it.
Well, 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 the panty-waisted pirate wannabe has found himself a lady.
Coronado, I'd like to introduce you to my wife,
Morgan.
Right. So, as you can see, there is no way I could be romantically affiliated with the voodoo lady. I am a one-woman man.
Sure you are, lover boy. If you two are really just wed, you don't mind answering a few questions?
Do your worst.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but easy, girl.
Together now. How did you meet?
We met
We
through
met
work.
through work.
Where did you go on your first date?
The
We
circus.
went sailing.
All right, that's enough.
You believe us?
Almost.
Almost. What do I have to do to prove to you that I'm not your rival for the voodoo lady?
Just take a step forward.
Okay.
Both of you. Now, let's get down to brass barnacles. I have asked you both a series of personal questions, the answers of which are recorded here on these cards. Mr. Threepwood, you'll be happy to know that your wife has passed with flying colors. She seems to know every single detail of your life.
You don't say.
Now is your turn. Let's see what you know about Mrs. Threepwood. Answer 3 in a row correctly, and I'll believe you are honeymooners. Incorrectly, and it's the bowels of the beast for both of you. Question number 1. What was the name of her first love?
Let's see. Choose an answer. Hear the question again. Remember Morgan's tattoo. Remember Morgan's sword. Remember Morgan's list. Remember her first one. Remember her second mumble.
What's this? A tattoo of the name Gus. Gustavo.
Correct.
What? How did you...
Question number 2. She is quite a skilled fighter. Who trained her in the ways of combat?
Well, we'll remember the sword.
It's engraved with a name. Dante Dragotta.
Ooh, he sounds tough.
Dante Dragotta.
Correct. The third and final question. Who is her greatest idol?
Ha, that's an easy one.
Well, that one we actually do know.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Correct.
Idol is a strong word.
Well, perhaps I was mistaken. You two might be married after all.
Oh, it's alright. If a guy turns up in a manatee with your girlfriend's locket, a man has a right to ask a question or two. Now, about this sponge.
The one you're not after?
We're just sightseeing, right, honey?
That's right, Pookie Pie.
Well, perhaps you would like to join my crew. It could make a romantic tale for your honeymoon scrapbook.
I'd love to join your crew. I'm gaga for scrapbooking. We'll find La Esponja Grande in no time.
Magnifico!
What's next? A stool sample?
No, you look like a man of firm constitution. Now, any questions?
Well, let's go with the first obvious one.
You have a crew? Are you counting your mood swings as members?
I set out from Flotsam Island all those years ago with 4 other brave souls, all of whom were to play a special role in finding La Esponja. I may have been a stern leader, but I loved them like sons.
Were you forced to eat them?
I would have rather starved than see harm befall them. Alas, they perished in the belly of the beast long ago. A torturous demise.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sometimes I can still hear their screams.
But he had the time to build cages for sending people down there. Best not question it.
These sacred manatee mating grounds. It's the home of La Esponja Grande?
That's correct.
Hot. When are we due to arrive? Wifey is getting antsy.
Ah, well, I'm afraid the manatee has been lost for some time now.
Lost? He's not a eunuch, is he?
His plumbing is still in working order, but his internal compass is another matter.
How can you tell?
Around and around he go. I've deduced that the problem lies within the manatee's inner ear, so I'm crafting him a new one.
That explains the spinning. How are you building an inner ear?
I am weaving the husks of manatee throat grabs into a new cochlea for the beast. It's the only way. If you could bring me some, we'll save precious time.
I'm on it. It looks like all we have to do is skin a few manatee throat grubs for the old man, and then build a giant synthetic cochlea to replace the missing one up in the ear canal, and we'll be on our way.
Or you could give me my sword and I can just cut our way out of here.
I'm not letting you slice this poor fella open. Manatees are gentle giants.
Guybrush?
Back off, Susie Slicer. Easy. Whoa!
Rats.
Alright, there goes the first act of Chapter 3.
Go!
Smooth.
Thanks for the push. I'd never seen an epiglottis before.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Drink!
I think we just found De Cava's crew.
What say you, digested scum?
Well, we got scum with the TM and 2 M's. Reference the old programming system for LucasArts.
Hey, who you calling scum, Geppetto?
You!
Welcome to paradise.
Paradise?
The land of ever-flowing relaxation, soothing tunes, and all the ichor you can stomach.
Ew.
What brings you down here?
Just looking for your run-of-the-mill manatee cochlea.
Hey, we've got...
That's enough. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. And if I did, that would be a secret of the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood?
The democratically united Brotherhood of the Manatee Interior. United we stand, together we party.
And you guys just live down here?
You mean live it up? It's our own little slice of heaven.
Feel free to stay, but please, don't rock the manatee.
Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Here's
You're
the plan.
rocking the manatee.
You charge Johnny Cirrhosis over there, and I'll jump the leader and eviscerate his vitals. The square playing the bongos shouldn't be a problem for either of us. Whoever gets to him first scores the kill. Personally, I'll be going for his throat. He looks like a biter.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You're right. I'll keep my distance and shoot for an artery.
No, I mean, we can't just slaughter these guys. The voodoo lady possessed De Cava and said they were necessary to getting the sponge.
Well, what's your plan?
I'm going to go talk to them.
Talk? Mighty pirates don't talk. We don't have time to talk.
Mo, sweetheart, this is what I do. So just sit back, relax, and let Guybrush Threepwood take care of things. Go relace your corset or shine your pauldron or what have you.
Fine. But don't come running to me when negotiations fail.
Yeah, I'm beginning to see, once again, why this game was not exactly popular with the longtime Monkey Island devotees, because, you know, Guybrush is a bit of a hapless idiot, but he's never been a sexist jerk who tells somebody to go, you know, go relace their corset, particularly a tough-as-nails, you know, woman like Morgan. Partly because, being married to Elaine, he respects strong women way too much for that, but also because he's not that stupid and going to piss off somebody who's stabby, even if he is holding her sword. Well, I think we will go ahead and stop here for now, and start trying to talk our way out of this next time. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we shall continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.